He would see her out, we got a pack, him ain't no fair ones. He told me it's pressure when he see me better.
Let's lock in, y'all.
Alright, let's go.
Hey, y'all, man. Welcome to Let's Talk About It with your host, Scotti D, and your co-host,
FM the rapper.
and your other co-host.
Wednesday go hard.
That's what's up. We finna get into it real heavy with y'all about this motherfucking Donald Trump situation first.
Motherfucking look. If God came down on that white horse that they all be talking about with the gold trim, yeah, exactly. Then we would know shit is real. But shit has just got real.
You say you got hit with a Rico?
I don't even like that.
Look, my motherfucking Apple Watch went off because when you said it, they said, you heard what it said. And guess how I found out? Guess how I found out? Boosie. I ain't even make it to Leicester. I ain't even make it to KCal 9, KTLA. None of that shit, bro. I got up early this morning. I got my kids ready for school, and Boosie was up. You know, white shit right here. I don't know if it was Colgate or what. And he had his nipples in the, because you know he filmed from here. He do what he want to do. We love you, Boosie. But he was like, man, you ain't gonna believe it, man. You ain't gonna believe it, man. Right now, bitch. He called everybody a bitch, but we love it. Well, they loved it. I ain't loved it. We ain't gonna say we, but they loved it. And they always were receptive to the bitch, but he the one who basically put how I figured out that Trump was going through in a RICO. And for people that don't know what a RICO is a federal charge. And when they can pin you as the kingpin of a RICO, it's basically like a Big Meech case, John Gotti, Al Capone, even though a couple of those guys beat their cases and shit like that, Chapo and shit like that. But it's big for a president to get impeached, first and foremost, right? For having the Pentagon or the White House or wherever they had that shit going on, that, and then for an officer to get killed. You know what I mean? That's big.
Right.
And then for him to have a RICO charge against him on multiple states, that's big, y'all. And then his rants. Oh man, I'm a Biden, man. They've been fucking up shit for years, and this is bigger than the Russian call. No, one of his interviews, he got up there in front of 1,000 people and said, yeah, man, so they're still worried about the Russian call, the private call that I had with Russia, Korea. And it's like this dude is, and to keep it honest, I fuck with Trump.
Corruption?
Me.
You like corruption?
No, I don't like corruption. I like realness.
Right. That's the only
I like
reason
from the
why I fuck with
heart.
Trump.
See, we all first came out saying fuck Donald Trump until we seen what he can do.
Yeah.
Only thing I didn't like what he did was try to build a wall to keep the Hispanics out. And them are people, bro. We love Hispanics, bro. You can't, like, that's like kind of racist, bro. You feel me? But other than that, bro, he done nothing to achieve greatness, bro. And even putting the wall up was like he was like stamping his history. Because imagine if they would have completed the wall, it was there forever. They would have said, how did this wall get here? And then his name would have came up.
Right.
Like the Great Wall of China. Who's the man who made the Great Wall of China? And then you say his name, and you say, yo, because that's history. So you try to do something like Obama. He left with the Obamacare, then he left with killing Osama or Saddam Hussein's son or whoever he was supposed to have killed.
Right.
So, but it's just crazy how, but off that subject, it's just crazy how a president is getting a RICO
That's
charge.
like some street shit, right?
The best thing we had was
It's like some
Bill
street
Clinton getting some head. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit.
That's how you know times is changing. That shit crazy as a motherfucker.
Her is crazy, and then these
They
are
talking about he gonna get a mug shot and the whole nine.
and these are the and these are this is the face. And we're not going to say that he's a part of the 12 panel or the people that really call the shots of America, but we're going to say that he is the face of America. So to see the face of America that was a former president trying to run for president again, then they bang you out with a RICO act, it's like, yo, is America a joke? Are we a joke?
Well, you made it a joke.
No, yeah.
I don't
It's
think
all
definitely-
funny. It's
he
all
definitely
funny, and
made
it's all
fun of
funny
America.
games and shit like that.
I don't
But
feel like he made it a joke. I feel like shit. He was actually implementing shit and getting shit done. Like,
he did, bro.
a lot of presidents.
Think about
for him. What they like to do is sweep the problems under the rug and, like, you know what I'm saying, not address the real shit.
He
And,
picked
like,
up the
always
phone.
talk around shit. So even though he was saying some bullshit, the thing I respected about him is that he was authentic. Like, a lot of these motherfuckers is racist. A lot of these motherfuckers talk shit. A lot of these motherfuckers is obnoxious. They got whatever, but they put on this front. And now we gotta see through it or figure it out after
Who he really is.
terms later how much shit he done fucked up. At least his shit is right there on Front Street. Like this shit happened in 2020. He paying for it already. You feel what I'm saying? This ain't because he was so authentic and upfront about everything he was about. It was like, he's on these calls, he's talking this shit. He's going to fucking press conferences talking shit, saying shit they ain't supposed to be saying because he was busy keeping it real. So that's one thing I did respect about him is like the authenticness. Like he did keep it realer than more motherfuckers. Like, cause ain't nobody tell nobody about how they was fucking up the country or all the fucked up.
But he did.
Yeah, he did. He definitely. Whether we respected it or liked what he was trying to do at the time, he always spoke on like, I'm finna do this. And that's what I respected about. Like, shit, I don't give a fuck what y'all think about it. I'm about to try to do this. I'm gonna put it in place. Finna set this up. Talk to this. Get this motherfucker ran. Cause we finna try to get it done.
He had a lot of he had attitude and he had swag like an African American. Because all the
He
shit
has
that
soul.
he said,
That's called soul.
He has soul. You right. All the shit that he said, if Obama would have said it, he'd have been
he would've
trash.
under the rug.
He put motherfuckers on.
Yeah.
And then it's like the crazy part
You know
about
what
it
I'm
is they complained about it, but this motherfucking country done wasted money in so many places. You mean to tell me you gonna complain about blessing a couple motherfuckers that ain't never had shit with some
Come
money?
on, baby. It ain't nothing but 1.2.
Even if they did blow that shit and only have it for 2 weeks, a month, whatever, they got to experience having some type of motherfucking money.
You know what
if it's
Kanye
for
West
one
called
time
it?
in their life. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what Kanye West call it? Because they only
And everybody, motherfuckers go through their whole life without getting put on sometime by something. Like, man, I just need an extra little push. Like, motherfuckers go through their whole life without that shit.
You got grown men
and you
right
got
now.
these motherfuckers, they got funds and budgets for all type of bullshit.
You got grown men.
These motherfuckers with mahogany offices and desks, and you know how much it costs to pay for all these type of motherfuckers.
No, that's real.
No,
Look,
for real.
That's real. You got motherfuckers right now, grown men, 30, 40, ain't never seen 20 bands.
Right.
Ain't never seen 10 bands. Until that came. They ain't never been able to buy their children nothing because maybe they was financially distorted. Maybe they was dwindling in that
It's only so much shit available.
But when Trump came along and presented an opportunity to gain revenue to give out, man, bro, a lot of people get a lot of shit with that money.
And that's why I respected that, because a lot of people put funds and money in a lot of different places.
I know people still living off that shit right now.
Come on, bro.
Hey, bro, you know what I did with my shit? I went and got an LLC. Not everybody,
Start business.
but the people that's up top with it. The people that that's thinking outside the box. The person that's painting the picture, not the person that's in the picture. I'm talking about the person that came with the frame, the person that came with the paint, the eyes. That's the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's been going on. Like, funds has been getting misappropriated all over the country. So for it to finally trickle down to some motherfuckers like just some average motherfuckers, that shit felt good. To see people just having money in the community, like it was a whole different attitude. Motherfuckers was moving different. Motherfuckers was happy. You ain't seen violence was down, all that type of shit, because a lot of that shit come from frustration.
And if violence did happen, you knew it was behind that money. Because people were living too much of a good life, taking care of their kids. They posting, man, with the little front, fresh cut, the size 2C, the little Franco chain. They might not got it now. And y'all watch y'all motherfucking back, it get dangerous. But it still gave people an opportunity to put themselves in a better position.
To experience something different.
Home, car, whether it's to get on the internet and flaunt what they have because that's what they wanted to do because they
Or
have
just buy themselves some nice shit for once.
Right, feel
Even
appreciated.
if that was gonna be the only time they ever got to do it, because they just used to working job, check to check, making it, paying their bill, whatever. So that for them to have that little extra little man, I took a vacation or whatever the fuck you got to do with the money that you never seen before. You feel what I'm saying? For a lot of, like you said, for a lot of people, that was their first experience having that type of money.
Right, and it's real because I know a lot of people right now, like we said.
And like the shit he did, like pardon fucking Wayne and Kodak, shit like that, he did shit for the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? That he didn't have to do.
Like, come on, man. This dude that flew to air Iraq, got a gold AK, came back, and he still got him together. You feel me? And it's all good. So, you know, big ups to Trump on that.
Free
Y'all
Trump.
do me a favor, man.
Free
Like
Trump. Free Trump. My bad. Free Trump. Free
my
Trump.
dog, man, because he did held it down.
Free Unveiling.
But y'all do me a favor. Like, subscribe, comment, man. Y'all tap in with us and
Right
let's
there at
talk
the
about
bottom.
it.
Feel me? The next thing we want to talk about is, and it goes along, it's not really kind of with that, but it goes along with what we was just talking about, but it's kind of about like the judicial system still. I kind of want to keep it on that subject a little bit, maybe for a couple of minutes, but it's the people that are in power that keep people down. We got a couple of incarcerated inspirers, people that promote black businesses, people that promote bringing people up, people that get themselves in a position so they can help their families, help raise their children, help put their cousin, uncle on the side of town that they never knew about in a business so they can keep their family generating equity, property, land. But it's these people that be in this judicial system that's fucked up.
The powers that be.
Right. So you got one of these mans up in here, and this shit is already documented. It's already talked about. So I'm not saying nothing that I just found out. I'm in research that nobody didn't know about. I'm just speaking about shit that's publicly claimed. You got people in power that were moved off the act of emotions. You know what I'm saying? And you got people locked up right now. You know what I'm saying? Free Slime. I said it on last time. Free Slime. Mm-hmm. He's in a position to where he got locked up because, of course, you know, maybe or may have he not have been in his festivities he shouldn't have been in.
Right.
But the person that's gunning for him, and I'm gonna speak on it, cause let's talk about it, right? Can we talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
Can we talk about it? All right. This person that's putting this in and put him in this position, she was an attorney. She was an attorney for an individual who had got killed, but he was a leader of something that was going on in the city, right? So in this city, he was the big dog. He had all the rappers, all the upcoming niggas coming up, big gold chains, popping it, throwing bottles in the clubs, fucking it up. He ended up getting killed behind two rival rap groups. One was from this side, one was from this side. They came together, they was cool, they fell out. He was the mediator, the mailman, the message man, but he was the big dog. But he was, you know, big dog, when you tap into my city when you tap in. And then when you tap in and you end up getting killed, it be bad, and then it creates dividends, right? So he ended up getting killed, but the person that he was fucking with heavy was a part of the judicial system. And she got a hard on for the person that had something to do with her significant other getting killed. But she couldn't put him out there because he was a big dog. And
Right.
we all know what big dog mean. And she railroaded these people.
So
And now,
how you feel like that? How you feel that's gonna affect the case? You think?
of course, because now we know that, and it's documented that this case is like he's at a 60-40, and 60 is on his side. Because once it's called passion of crime.
A crime
Yeah,
of
once they
passion.
figure out you got a vendetta or something
right,
like that.
and crime of passion, excuse me, and thank you for correcting
So
me.
who did the crime of passion? The killer or
No,
the
basically
prosecutor?
it's like it's
The
gonna be
prosecutor.
like what they gonna say is like the shit is compromised or like something.
Conflict of
Yeah, it's
interest.
a conflict of interest.
Okay.
Because here you were attorney, then you moved up to the number one DA.
Okay.
And everybody that you targeted has something to do with your little
her boo thing. So basically,
But then
she
you
was
went on
engaging with a criminal.
But then you
and
went on
the criminal was killed, and so she took it upon herself to investigate the killing or to bring
now
the
watch
justice.
this.
And
It's
what
already
it
been
is
through the
not
city.
necessarily the dude was a criminal. It's just that's who she was fucking with.
But it's just the
And
it's
he's
just the
related,
image.
and it's related to
Because
like,
if he hanging around
she
him,
feel like he has something to do with him dying, period, point blank, because it's a rivalry going on, and that's who she fucking with. So she had a little bit more inside information than everybody else if she's fucking with the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Because the
I like
nigga,
the way you put
most
that.
of the time they confide in their bitch. You feel what
and
I'm
most
talking
of the
about?
time they confide in their bitch.
So it's like, you know, she had insight on, man, these motherfuckers is tripping, these niggas
These
is at it.
motherfuckers is tripping.
So she know exactly what's going
Now
on.
watch this. It's not like I'm just capping. She went to the public. Oh no, man. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, no, you know what they talking about.
Oh wow! So then that could definitely throw a monkey wrench in the case.
that could
But
get
that's
the
why
whole-
it's
that could-
going
that shit
on.
could cause a
So-
mistrial. Shit like that, because when you do a RICO, you gotta have your ducks in order. Cause shit like that going out of place can cause a whole mistrial. Like,
Because you have one person said one, and you have one person said something other, and then you have
cause how you feel about something don't make it true. So she
You
could
have
be
your
going after
personal
them based off
reasons.
of a feeling.
Now imagine this. Just say if it was Bob Flanders from Springdale, and he came. You know I love these names. And shout out to Pookie the Ray Ray wherever y'all are across the globe. There's always a Pookie and Ray Ray in every neighborhood. Cause I was watching another podcast and one of the homies said it. He was like, "Man, if you just Ray Ray from down the block," I was like, "Damn!" I was watching podcasts too. But like I said, this woman is the head of a #1 rap. Like, we ain't seen no shit bigger than it. Even this shit bigger than Murder Inc. When Ja Rule and them niggas was on the shit. This shit is like the #1 rap biggest shit. This shit bigger than Murder Was the Case they gave me. This shit damn near with Pac shit because it's real.
Yeah.
And now you got niggas that's stand flat, which is stand solid. Then you got niggas that's bending, which is forward. And this man is still right here, fucked all up. And this other nigga got songs all over the radio because guess what? It ain't real no more. You know what I'm saying? But not to get off the track. You feel me? Back to
And then
this.
people gotta realize certain shit though. When it comes to music, is even though we're selling our culture and putting it on display, the only people that care about the street shit is the niggas that's living it.
And
The
that's-
motherfuckers that's not, they care about having good music
you know
in
how-
their
and-
AirPod.
and you know how
and on
many-
they fucking-
and-
you know what I mean?
and what's the ratio?
Once you cross over, see, most of the time when we start out, we doing it for the streets. All we got is our block or the motherfuckers around us.
Can you give me
know
your
what I mean?
not to cut you off? Can you give me your hypothesis on your ratio of street niggas across this globe, across this planet? What's the
It's a small
ratio?
percentage,
Come
bro.
on,
It's a
dog.
small percentage. Like that shit don't add up to nothing.
It may
The
be
ghettos,
15%
we feel
out of 100.
See, we feel like the ghettos is everything because that's all we know.
That's all
Right.
we know.
Well, there's
That's all
ghettos
we know. But there's
everywhere.
ghettos
The
everywhere,
I
but
said
it's a
15%.
small
champions,
percentage.
I said 15%.
Yeah, of course they breed champions, but
I said 15%.
the only people, they're not the majority. The
Even
ghetto
though
is
hip
not
hop
the majority.
is
So,
the biggest in the world,
the streets is not the majority.
Right.
even though hip hop is the
It's a whole
biggest
bunch of
genre in the
different
world,
genres. Yeah, hip hop is the biggest genre in the
but
world.
I'm talking about
Shout out to 50 years of hip hop.
shout out to 50 years of hip
Right.
hop,
Happy
40 years
birthday,
of rap.
hip-hop.
We love y'all. But like I said, like 90%, like I'm gonna just say 75% of the people that listen to rap are not even from the streets.
Right, because it's entertainment.
Bro, I pull up to the light like this all the time and look over, and then it'll be a fucking school teacher or somebody that you wouldn't. It'll be a fucking cop. He fresh off work. He listening to the shit that they talking about.
Man,
Fuck
yeah,
the police.
we seen
oh,
fucking
it's new
LeBron
scat
James and working out, listening the first day out. You know he ain't been
Right.
in the gym.
Hey, he said, he said,
Can I say something in the background?
yes,
No.
you can. You,
No.
no, yes,
Well,
you
I
can.
mean,
You
you're
an audience.
talking-
No, because
Hey, you in the background. You in the audience.
all
You can
them
say
niggas,
something.
police, all that shit, niggas frown upon, but they come from the same shit that we come
They do. They just choose
They
the
do,
career
right.
path.
from. They come from that
They do.
same shit.
That's why I'm trying to tell you that they don't make the majority, and that's why I had to make people realize. Like, see, when we're young, we feel like the streets is everything. When you get to fucking 30, you start realizing like some of these motherfuckers that changed their life. They doctors, lawyers, they doing a whole bunch
Everybody's
of different
not-
shit in life. Motherfuckers got
champions.
careers. They buying property.
Look.
it's a different ball game.
If you
Everybody,
from
you know
the
what I
bottom,
mean?
ain't
So
nobody
you
know
start to
what up.
realize that the world is bigger than the streets. So when the motherfucker, young motherfucker like, oh, I ain't fucking with this and that, like, you may not be. If that motherfucker slap in their radio, they're gonna play it. They don't give a fuck about who he told on, what he did the other day.
When you
like,
go to
that
that
is a
city-
profession.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Music is a profession. Once you learn how to perfect that shit and make it, look at 6ix9ine. He crossed over to now he fucking with his people. He making all Mexican music and rapping in Spanish and all that type of shit and making millions still. Cause they don't give a fuck about him telling on a bunch of niggas.
Look at Gunner.
You know what I'm saying?
He just dropped. He got a song on the radio. I'm driving, listening to Big Boy in the morning. I hear his song, "Fuck You Mean."
It's number one.
Now the nigga that y'all screaming out, Free. He got a #1 song.
Fuck you mean?
His op got a number because it's not about that. Because why? Like I said a couple of podcasts before, they distorted the rap game. Let me tell y'all something. Real quick, just give me a second. How this music was made, we made it to reach out to other people. Way in the water. Change gonna come. And they knew that. So they distorted it. They distorted it. Then the crack came. Then it was, man, fuck the police. Then they said, oh, these niggas tripping, we're gonna start locking them up. Then we're gonna kill all the leaders. And then we're gonna put these people in the game. Then we're gonna put these people in the game. And then before you know, it's no longer a message. It's Draco. Gave the
Well, the
bitch
message
40.
is corruption.
And then guess what now? The forefront.
Self-destruction.
Guess who the #1 person in hip hop and R&B is right
Well,
now?
look at the
and
Bible.
rap.
Drake.
He ain't even black. No, Bad Bunny.
Right.
He's the number. You got Drake and Kanye West. I'm about, man, we need to catch up to him. That's because it's no longer about who's real. They told on one of the #1 most trending guys in the world, and you got a #1 song on the fucking radio, bro. It's not about keeping it real. It's about what these people want. A motherfucker that work at the post office ain't going to.
Everything can be from a business standpoint. That's why why you think Gunna posted Thug today on his birthday or whatever the fuck the case be, because at the end of the day, man, that man works
Guess who
for him.
6ix9ine manager is?
Who?
Whack 100.
Come on.
6ix9ine?
Whack 100.
Come on. At the end of the day, this man works for Young Thug. I don't give a fuck if he told, whatever, he's under contract.
All that money
he's
going to
the
Young
only
Thug.
other superstar on fucking YSL
And that's what y'all need to
outside
know,
of
too.
fucking Young Thug.
He not out of that contract.
Of course,
That's
all
what
that
y'all
money,
need to know,
that
too.
man, that's gonna fund it why Thug in jail, that's gonna pay for everything he needs to be done. So it's like, man, motherfuckers is playing chess out here. Thug probably seen all you other motherfuckers was telling anyway. The motherfucker that can make me some money might as well get out. Get out too, shit. Cause that's what I be thinking. Like, we gonna fight the case anyway.
Fuck you.
We finna fight this bitch anyway. You might as well run the bag up, cause I can't do shows, I can't do appearances. I'm probably losing sponsorships, all type of shit. Like, I'm losing millions. But I'm gonna put a nigga out that then drop an album right behind him. Feel what I'm saying?
Business.
Come on.
And
The fuck?
give me a second to say, free all the troopers,
Free all
free all the real
ones.
ones, the ones that count, because it's a lot of people that don't count. Free the ones that count. Free the real ones. And it's about business, bro.
Business is business.
In this industry, this shit that we want to live in, not the outside world, the 9 to 5. I gotta pick my school kids up here. I have to be work here. This is my career for the next 10 years. No, for this lifestyle that we want to live, these podcasts, these radio shows, BET carpets, red carpets, Grammy nominations, in and out, plane tickets, first class, private, like coach. Man, it's about business.
Business. Good business.
And when you get caught up in real life and business, you get lost. And you be a nigga that had 40 million, now he outside the store with a fucking washer trying to wash your window, talking about, man, it's about business. Stay in school, y'all. Like, so you have to separate real from business.
No, for real.
No, that's real shit, bro. Like, you have to be real to the real ones, and you have to be business orientated to the business minded.
And if you don't know, you gotta study. If you
I'm
don't
saying,
know,
like, we don't know what
study.
angle the motherfuckers is playing. We can only speculate. We can only say what we think is happening and what's going on, but I'm just speaking on how I see it. It's like, that's how I be thinking. Like, we gonna fight the case anyway. This nigga didn't do nothing anyway.
Right.
Let him get out, and he's the only fucking superstar on the label that's gonna bring in numbers and money.
But that's
like
real
me.
shit though.
But that's just me thinking from a business standpoint, because this is my label.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, I'm in prison, but this shit has to keep going. Like, I'm not gonna let my shit die if I don't have to. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all these, my brother, all type of other motherfuckers that told on me anyway.
Anyways.
So let's go ahead and get this shit out the way and let this motherfucker get out, because at least he gonna make money for the fucking team, for the label.
Now let me tell
And
you
he get out and go number one.
Now let me tell you something.
You know what I'm saying? Instantly.
Can
I'm
I
talking
say
about
something, Scotty?
immediately.
Can I say something, Scotty? Wednesday, free thug, free slime.
Y'all need to pay us these slimes.
No nigga gotta pay. No real nigga gotta pay for no real shit, sis. Real shit. Like
you been
real,
shouting out Young Thug, bro. You
no.
I'm
Real
finna
doesn't come with a
Jeffrey.
price. Real doesn't
It's
come.
okay. I'm
real
about my own place.
You know what
Go
come with
see
a
Jeff.
price? You know what come with a price? Casamigos. If I'm shouting out Casamigos, I need that fucking money.
Right.
Being the father don't come with getting capped on or bigged up. Being the mother don't come with being bigged up.
That's true. This is nature.
Being real don't come with a price.
There's no reward for keeping it
But
real.
what
right?
I'm saying is, this man that dropped the album on the same day or the same time y'all dropped the album, Slime. He's incarcerated. This is the biggest. Him and YWM Melly shit is the biggest thing
Going
like
right now.
going.
And he charted too with that
Right.
song with him and Drake. Don't
So-
make it seem like Young Thug didn't chart
No,
too.
so that's what I'm saying.
So they both
No. I'm
making
saying
money
they
off
both
that shit
charting
right
though.
now.
I'm saying they both charting, but this is what I'm saying, right? How in the fuck is this nigga keeping up with this nigga? It goes to show you that being real and solid and thorough and 100 and 1,000 in this game, 80% this lifestyle too.
Because honestly, it don't matter.
It don't
that
even
song
matter,
was
bro.
better.
Right.
And that's what it boils down to when it comes to music, because it's an algorithm, it's a science. Science don't give a fuck
It's
about
about numbers, bro.
who did what. If you make a good song and make it through and you get the numbers, that's what's gonna happen.
Let me tell you something. You think them kids right now in Indonesia that don't know no English but know a beat and know a tune care about snitching?
Right.
And there's one catchy part, like a motherfucker don't even have to know the whole song. Just how you think motherfuckers be going viral on TikTok?
We care about
There's
that.
so many whole
Yeah.
songs I haven't heard.
Man, I
because-
just said that today on my mama. It's one of these songs that I never heard, and then I kind of heard like the first word of the verse after the little hook, cause they dance when they come on, and then right when the verse come on after the hook, I kind of heard. I said, damn, that's a whole song.
Right.
So like it goes to say that motherfuckers in China don't care about what the fuck they talking about.
Well, nobody don't have to live by that code care.
Exactly. So that goes back to what I said. What's the ratio of street niggas?
Right. It's a small ratio when it comes to that.
So
It don't
those.
take nothing but 10 minutes. to
So
get
guess
outside
what?
the
Guess
hood.
what he's saying? Okay, street
You already
niggas.
you gonna be in middle
Street
class.
niggas is
You gonna be
getting
in the
me
neighborhood.
Right.
Then
out
you
of
gonna- after that,
100%.
you gonna be in the nicer neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't
So
take
he's
long.
saying street niggas is getting me 8% out of 100.
Right.
My team telling me, man, this is 2023. And guess what happened? Look, I ain't even gotta tell you. Go turn on the fucking radio. You know what I'm saying?
The whole world is on it.
So like I say, free slime. But this game right here, it's about business. If you want money, then you
Gotta
gonna
get
play
the
the game right.
business.
If you want street shit, go on and get off the camera. Cause you're gonna go to jail.
And y'all stop going to jail. These kids gotta stop.
Well, that's what I was
going
gonna
to
say.
jail.
Like
Stop
the
killing
fucking
each other and doing
this shit
dumb
is so influential. The streets is so influential that you got motherfuckers that's becoming millionaires that can't fathom it. So they still riding with the Glock. They still hanging in the hood. They still riding with drugs in the car, knowing that they're a target. Like you're like you pop right. This motherfucker's watching you for nothing.
Hey, bro.
Taking pictures of you for no reason. For
Hey.
walking in inside out of restaurants. So you think, for you gotta like they motherfuckers don't be changing their mindset like, and that's coming from a motherfucker like being in the streets your whole life. I know when I'm in a different place, these motherfuckers don't be understanding.
This
that-
shit like the NFL, bro. You know how you get drafted to the NFL and then you get injured, then you never hear about a nigga. That's how this rap game is, bro. Like, you gotta think about so many niggas that had the
But the
limelight
crazy
from
part,
them.
and then
Look at Pooh.
I was watching a podcast
Look at
today,
Pooh
and the
Shiesty,
motherfucker was
bro.
like, man,
Ain't Pooh Shiesty in jail?
Free
yeah.
Pooh.
Motherfucker, I was watching a podcast today,
Injured.
and the motherfucker was saying, man, it don't matter if you really believe in this shit and you stay consistent, whatever field you in, whether you end up being behind the scenes, whatever it is, you're going to get in there.
Right.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then they was telling like, you may blow the money.
Because the
He was like, they was
industry's
saying,
big, but it's
a
really
motherfucker, and this
small.
is a motherfucker that was big in the industry, and that's big in the industry right now. He was just saying like, you may blow the money the first time around. Don't blow the relationships.
Right.
That was
That's
the advice. He was
what
like,
he
that's the best advice I can give you. He was like, shit, he was like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? You might manage the money right, you might not. But it was like, if you get in this shit and you maintain your relationship, you'll always be in this shit.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, you'll always have
It's
that
about
shit.
see see, and that's what I'm saying. I like how you said that, because that goes with that saying. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. Because I could God bless you. Because I could know a million, because I could know the almanac inside and out, daily almanac. Every morning I could get up, I could know the Guinness Book of World Record book, I could know the Bible. But who am I gonna put this knowledge on? Who can I say, hey, I know this shit, bro. I need for you to. If I know nobody, who can I project this on?
Right.
Cause you can know nothing at all, but know somebody that knows something,
And they can tell you into whatever they want.
and they can teach you everything.
And that's the person
you
that's
want.
gonna get the
Right
opportunity because they know the right person.
It's never too late to teach an old dog new tricks, bro. You gotta get them up off their ass, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like you say, it's not about burning bridges. That's where that slogan and phrase come from. It's
Building
about
bridges.
Yeah.
building bridges. And even if I haven't crossed this bridge in 20 years, I know this bridge is still
It's
firm
still there.
for me to cross over.
Exactly. Because you only get
Because I built this bridge to where this bridge has a real foundation. It's made out of the toughest steel in Wakanda.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. You're right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And so, wouldn't that go along with putting in work? Because you put in work to build the bridge.
Hey, listen.
But yeah, and then we're gonna talk about putting in work.
I don't
It
trust.
never stops.
Yeah.
You never stop building
And that's what
bridges.
people, you gotta understand, like, you never stop putting in work. And I try to explain that. Let me explain it from this level right here. The NBA started, it was just motherfuckers shooting the ball in the hoop. When rap started, it was just motherfuckers standing on the corner talking about how they felt about the situation they was in. And guess what? There was $1 billion industries.
Both.
And it's
Trillion.
it's a bunch of other shit that made it that far too, but it all started somewhere from nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So people be forgetting that, like, and they're still putting in work to this day. You think they got 100 officials, hundreds of officials that do this and that, millions of motherfuckers that market they shit, that run all type of different shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it only got bigger and greater, and they're still working. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, in the entertainment industry, you got to work till you die.
Well,
Just like that man that used to do the ball drop. You know,
But
they
like
built
the-
him out on his hospital
oh,
bed.
that was my dog too. What
Yeah.
was his name? The ball drop dude.
Yeah, I don't remember
What was his
but I
name?
know
Man, he been doing that shit
his-
since the
he
60s,
was-
50s,
They
man.
wheeled him out on his deathbed.
His neck, man, rest, never mind. Rest
But
in
it's like
peace,
shit.
man. Not to cut you off.
He went out doing what he loved doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. And,
Yeah.
and my nigga, the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
He went
That's
out.
what be cool about, like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers find something you like, you never know. And then the way the world is now, and it's so social media, like, you can have a ninja doing anything. It be motherfuckers on TikTok lip singing,
Right.
like somebody else song, but that they may look
They
good doing
went
it,
viral.
and they went viral. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it don't matter.
Yeah, and that's real, bro. It's all about the work.
It's the work. Do the shit. It's
My
like-
man's, my twin, shout out to my twin. He got a cousin that's live right now. And he one of them niggas that be, he got the, you know what I mean?
My
Stubby
boy-
little
my boy
nigga. You
C-Noble.
know
Shout out
him
my
too.
nigga
You know
C-Noble,
him.
man.
You
He
know
doing his
him.
thing.
You know him. And it's
But
like,
he found a niche, just
he
doing
found
what he
his
always
way.
did, because we always call this nigga Pop Like and Greg.
Come on, man. You know back in the
So-
but you know back in the day, 98, 99, 02, 03, you know how niggas was, how we felt about dancing and shit.
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
grow
yeah,
up.
yeah.
The same way people feel about now. and he one of them dudes that still had the little rhythm and shit like that to where he can move, and he just believed in what he believed in.
Yeah.
He's been capitalizing
And no matter
off
what
of it, like getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, you don't never know what your niche can be, but just keep working. He
Keep
constantly
working.
posting, he constantly making content.
Look at my man,
and now,
Dave
he's,
East.
and now he's making money off the shit. You
Look
feel
at
what I'm
Dave
saying?
East. Shout out to Dave East.
Yeah.
Right.
He on the Wu-Tang saga. He playing Method Man.
The crossover. I love. Shout out to how hip hop has crossed over from rapping to acting.
That's where it was gonna go because it was never gonna go
I
to
love
NBA because it's too much.
And the NBA,
Rapping?
they want to go from the basketball to rapping.
Let me tell you what rapping is about. We thought that was gunshots too because we really in the ghetto. And these are our first episodes, so when y'all look back, y'all gonna be like, they was really on some shit. But let me tell you something about rapping and acting. It's one and the same.
Yeah.
It's a paper. It's reading. It's comprehension.
Yeah. Memorize.
Rapping and sports, it's only
Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah.
It's only the idea. It's only the image. Cause a nigga that's sipping lean and smoking weed not finna go dunk no fucking ball
Right.
and run from there to the other court and back there and block him and then tell the other nigga use a bitch ass nigga and then fight on the court. A nigga not doing that.
Right.
But rapping and acting is kind of the same.
Mhm.
Because if you a poet or you a writer, everybody that write a rap can
Right,
be
be a
a
poet.
book writer,
Mhm.
can be a
That's
movie
Tupac.
writer. Because you're telling your life.
Yeah.
That's anybody, not
Yeah.
just Pac.
Right.
That's Biggie.
Right.
That's Busta.
Right.
That's Easy E. I mean, no, excuse me. Let me tell you back. That's Biggie. That's Busta. That's Cube. That's Scarface. That's 50. That's Jay. That's Nas. These are people that can tell stories and say, hey, where you from?
Me?
Damn. No, this is what I'm saying. Excuse me.
Right.
He may ask you where you
Shout out to
from,
Red.
and guess what? All I gotta know is you live the street life. I can give you a rap, and you can transition it into your own style.
Right.
Because it's the same life.
Right.
So the moral of the story is, a rapper is it codes and sign better with an actor, because that's where you see all the rappers go to. You don't see them go to basketball.
Right.
You hear him coming from basketball, trying to make only rapper I know in this world right now trying to make it from a rap career to a basketball career is J. Cole.
Well, I think Master P played basketball.
No, he went to basketball, then to rapping, but he
Yeah.
was intertwining. But he knew that basketball could get him the revenue to build him an organization
Right.
to be bigger than what it was.
Right. Because who all made? I had seen a throwback of Deion Sanders that made his little rap. He performed
Shout
it
out to
on.
Deion.
He
Shout out to
performed
D.
it on Saturday Night Live back in
Get
the
well
day.
too. I don't know if you well yet, D, but shout out to you, man.
Oh, yeah, get
I
well.
see you doing your shit down there in
Get
them
well.
colleges, and you coming out. I think to my man's Ply shit, or you coming out to somebody's shit and you doing it real big, man. Shout out to Dion for going back to the youth and going back to the colleges and looking out for those.
And who else did a rap? Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, the
rap.
only
He just dropped the song though.
He's the
Oh, he
only.
just dropped the song
As he tell her,
recently.
he's the
He just
only
dropped it.
NBA artist that. Come on, man.
Somebody just dropped something with Shaq, I promise you.
Yeah.
Recently.
And then who else? I think Allen Iverson
Shout out
even
to
did
my
a
nigga
little
Shaq.
rap.
I don't really fuck with all that. I fuck with Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq, my nigga. He just,
Yeah.
I'm talking about
He
just
just dropped something.
2023. Like,
Shaq got
literally like maybe a
I
couple
came
months
van
ago.
for the east side and the van on the west side when he was with the Lakers, bro. All hands in the envy. Like
You always fuck with rap. And
You- we the
he's a
age.
big
Yeah,
ass
Shaq.
techno DJ
Yeah.
right now. Like, come on,
Right.
man.
He do be doing the DJ
He really
shit.
fuck with music. Like, he really a
Right.
music
Yeah.
head. For sure. Shout out my nigga Shaq.
Right. Music is
Shaq.
universal. That brings people together. That's the beautiful thing about music and entertainment. It brings people from all walks of life together. It could be a concert, and it could be doctors, lawyers, D-boys, D-girls, street niggas, street bitches, all that. College students,
Right.
lawyers.
So we gonna end on that note with a happy birthday to hip hop, man. We
Happy
appreciate it.
birthday, hip hop.
Appreciate the
50
culture,
years,
man.
40 years. Shout out to Ron DMC.
Shout out to everybody who played a big
Ice
part of this
Cube.
shit,
Shout out to
man.
Nas
Can we get
and
a-
MC Shan
Hey,
for
can we
squashing
get
that
a-
beef.
We're gonna shout out to Nas too. Can we get a shout out to Cube, man?
Shout out to Cube in the what's
Because
his
Cube-
basketball league? The
The
Big Three.
Big Three. Shout out
Let's
to
get
the
a
Big
shout out to
Three.
Cube. Cube said some shit the other day, man, that fucked me up. And then we gonna take it out with this. My man gonna take us out. Cube said, "I got the best diss record in the world."
Yeah,
He said all them other niggas
had help.
He had help.
Yeah.
The
He
only
made
other
some
nigga-
sense though. He gonna talk his shit when he talk.
The only other nigga that didn't have no help was DJ Quick. But besides DJ, and I think DJ Quick made the whole.
Man, that ether was something. But okay.
Yeah,
all
most
right.
definitely.
No,
We
but
gonna
I
get into
understand
more
what
of
that
that
was
next
for.
time, man. On the next episode. Until next time, is Let's Talk About It with your host Scotti D, your co-host,
FM the rapper.
and your other co-host.
Wednesday go hard.
Y'all tap in, like, subscribe, comment, show them some love.
Right there at the bottom.
Pressure when they see me better mean it. It's over whoever, we don't even need a reason on the game. So keep that shit moving.